It's incredible what you can do with editing software and free will. Montreal is in Toronto tonight. They're facing off against the Leafs. The always rivalry. Montreal fans are hoping they can continue their recent success. And what I'm looking for tonight is some solid defense. Will they get it? Will Jakub Dobes be able to shut the door on the Toronto Maple Leafs? Let's talk about it.
And Slafkovsky's got the hot hand right now on the PP.
I'll be honest, I was a little bit stressed out going into tonight's game. It felt like they got their hand on the ladder, right? They just need to start putting one over the other. The game against Winnipeg was good. There were still problems with that game though. And with all this talk about confidence, do they need a few games in a row? Do they need to win in order to get that back? And then does the road become smoother? Things have felt smoother for me. Thank you so much for your support. We're getting really, really close to 20,000 subscribers, like 500 or so. If you're not already subscribed, please consider it. I would love to have you as part of this community. I want to get into the recap, but first, I'm going to tell you about Slab Sharks. If you're into sports cards, Pokemon, or anything slabbed and collectible, you need to check out Slab Sharks. These guys are the gold standard of Canadian card consignment. And honestly, they just make selling cards stupidly easy. Here's how it works. You send in your cards raw or graded, and Slab Sharks handles everything. Photography, listing, shipping, customer service. No hassles, no meeting strangers in a dark parking lot halfway across town. You just sit back and collect your payout. And the best part, their weekly eBay auctions get massive traffic. I'm talking about thousands of eyeballs on your cards every week. More views, more bids, higher final sale prices. They get the best cards too. Check out these recent sales. I see like 20 grails every week. It's nuts. So if you've been thinking about moving your cards, or you've just got a stack sitting around collecting dust, follow my affiliate link in the description or download the app on your phone and let them turn your collection into cash. Fast, safe, and ridiculously easy. Slab Sharks, Canada's consignment powerhouse. Dive in. Thank you guys. Our first sponsorship, and something that is hockey adjacent. I didn't go with something that I didn't believe in. Just love it. But let's get into this game. On commence avec la formation de départ. Mais je pense pas que les choses ont changé. But we do it anyway. Nos attaquants, our forwards, Caufield, Suzuki, Slafkovsky, Texier, Kapanen, Demidov, Anderson, Evans, Gallagher, Davidson, Veleno, Bolduc. Nos défenseurs, our defensemen, Matheson, Dobson, Struble, Hudson, Jacques Carrier, et notre gardien, c'est Dobes. Montebo sitting out tonight. Dobes played a good game, so he gets played again. It seems like a pretty rational thing to do. Seems like it anyway. Doesn't always happen that way. And he'll be facing off against Dennis Hill to be Toronto's backup to the backup. So obviously you know what that means. If they're playing the backup, usually we get goaldied. So the backup to the backup will probably score on our own net. Luckily that doesn't happen. So they drop the puck in the first. Jackai and Evans, weak play behind the net here, leading to an opportunity for Joshua in front. But luckily Anderson swoops in and saves the day. Starting off a little shaky, didn't love that. And then Matthews driving the net. Slav is forced to take a penalty here after Dobson turns it over. The defense is not looking what I hoped for at the start of the game, certainly, but at least Dobes is coming up big for support because I think Toronto was on a 4-game streak for scoring on the first shot, and that didn't happen. And we are the type of team that will let in the first shot. Progress. So they go on that power play that Matthews drew from Slafkovsky, and they play like studs. I think they managed to get one shot on this power play, but it feels like the defense turns around at this point. Things become a lot more smooth from here. And then Dobson gets caught up high, so Montreal is now going on the power play. A couple of little opportunities, I think 2 shots on goal in this power play. Cole gets teed up, but did not get the good wood that he wanted. Getting closer to the end of the first period, Dakota Joshua takes a physics lesson with Arbor Jackai. I really like that shot. And then with a minute remaining, Caufield gets a great shot, but Hildeby gets lucky and allows Jesus to take the wheel here. Catches it with his shoulder. Just before the buzzer, Matheson puts a heavy shot on net to end the first period, and Montreal played a very businesslike, solid first period against the Leafs after a little bit of shakiness at the start. The second period starts, and it goes even better in the second period. Start things off seeing Stetcher trip Veleno, and Montreal again goes on the power play. They're saying this looked weak, and they're saying, that Veleno dove here, but just wait until you see the penalty that Nylander drew. So the Habs go back to the power play. Can they be dangerous? Can they find the back of the net?
Break wide. Here comes the pass in front. Backdoor scores. It's Cole Caufield.
Doesn't take long. Power play goal, Cole Caufield. 1-0 Montreal. Montreal juggles it around a bit here. Toronto allows a seam pass, and that's what set it all off. It puts them on puck watch mode, like they all immediately turned into sentries. And Slav and Caufield in the front, one of them was going to find it. Caufield finds it, backdoor, makes it easy. Now we see Demidov in with room, but doesn't solve Hildeby. Now we see Bolduc getting sent in, a stretch pass. But wow, what a save by Dennis Hildeby. Oof. This is the type of save that might haunt you. I hope Bolduc is able to sleep well tonight. Then we see Matheson solve Hildeby, but the puck goes a little bit wide. Suzuki can't bat it out of the air, so we remain at 1-0. Before the end of the second period, we get a graphic here saying that Gallagher has gone to the dressing room. I don't know what that's all about. Let me know in the comments what happened there. I might have missed something. Yeah, just let me know because I am curious. Second period ends. Shots are now 22-10 for the Canadiens. It was a dominant period for the Canadiens. They looked really good defensively and had some offensive touches as well. You're just hoping that they can keep up the momentum in the third period. Let's go to the third period now. And the momentum kind of starts like they were still in the second period. Texier gets robbed now by Hildeby. This kid is just insane. Get this goaltender out of the AHL. He is the best goaltender in the NHL. But Texier, he's looking for his first goal on the Canadiens, and you're really pulling. Well, I'm pulling for him at this point. I brushed him off a little bit. I thought he was going to be a rental, and he still may be. But I've liked what I've seen from his game, and I hope the hockey gods will allow him to find the back of the net. Ding! Foreshadowing. Now Berube is looking like the guy off of that Disney movie with the personifications of emotions. Can't remember what it's called right off the top of my head. Okay, now we know why Berube is so animated. How many extra men did they have on the ice here? That is nuts. Too many men for Toronto. Montreal goes back on the power play. However, this is not the power play that you wanted. Slav, he bails himself out here when he turns the puck over near the blue line. Scott Laughton is going to be sent on a break, but great job by Slav shutting that off. Just hope that that doesn't happen again.
That's knocked down by Waugh. He's got Laughton breaking. With a step. Scott Laughton scores!
Scott Laughton makes it 1-1. They turn it over again, but it shouldn't have been a problem. I don't know what Dobson is doing here. We never get an angle where it shows what Dobson is doing behind the play. Maybe he went to the bench to change his stick, but Laughton is left all alone. He shouldn't be, and he goes with it. I didn't notice this initially, but there is discussion here about a high stick that led to the feed, that led to the goal, and then they show it. And sure enough, it does look high, but I can kind of accept this one. He's hunched over as well. I'm not going to let my head explode, although it is Garrett Rank who is officiating this game. So the official that had that notorious Edmonton game and the recent Colorado game where a bunch of calls were, bad calls and miscalls. Now Toronto has some energy and they get an insane opportunity. But Dobes pushes and keeps his verticality just enough this time that he's able to defeat the shot. This is great. Dobes, a lot of times he has problems staying vertical when he pushes, and he stays up enough here to rob Dakota Joshua. Third period ends, so in traditional Habs fashion, they can't solve the game in 60 minutes. We're headed to overtime. They take the overtime draw, and Leafs win it. It feels like they've won every faceoff tonight at this point. And Toronto retains possession for a lot of this period, at least the start of OT. Now it looks like Slav can finish it, but instead, Hildeby makes the save and the Leafs are sent the other way 2-0. But Dobes comes up with the save. Now Caufield looks like he can finish it, but he fumbles it after he sells out Hildeby. This would have been a nice way to end it, but I like the way that it ends even better. Now Matheson might have saved a goal here. Great job by Matheson defensively. He then goes the other way and looks like he could solve the game himself. But Hildeby, again, the most amazing goaltender that I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, put this kid in the Hall of Fame. He makes the save. Now, with only seconds left, Toronto takes a timeout to get their guys some breath and to see if they can finish this off before OT goes to the shootout. Suzuki has different ideas in mind. They quickly take it the other way. Suzuki gets it to Matheson, but again, the shot doesn't get through this time. So we're going to a shootout. Yay, everybody loves shootouts, yay. Nylander gets read by Dobes. Caufield sees Hildeby low and gets in tight and roofs it. But now Matthews finds Dobes' hole and it's tied. So with Jeff Gordon looking on, Alexandre Texier hits center ice. And again, my concerns fly. But I'm hopeful because I know that he is a shootout specialist. Texier, what incredible. The confidence he has to pull something like this off. So now Toronto has to score to stay alive. Tavares hits center ice and can't solve Dobes. Montreal wins another 2 points. Ottawa loses tonight. What do the standings look like? Oh, dang, the Bruins won. So Montreal is back to being 1 point off of first place. They're behind the Bruins, who have 2 games on them, and Tampa has a game on Montreal as well. So of course, if Montreal wins tomorrow night, they secure that first place spot. The East is just bonkers, man, especially the Atlantic. Oh my gosh, this is another crazy season. I don't know how the scriptwriters do it every single year, but they make it insane year after year after year. Oh my gosh, I just remembered I forgot to show that clip where Nylander gets a hooking call from Noah Dobson that, well, check it out.
But depending where you're sitting, oh yeah, see, he lost his footing, but it's stick into the hands. Marty St. Louis does.
So yeah, maybe Garrett Rank didn't clear his name this game, but a lot of things went Montreal's way. I will tell you that. So Toronto fans, I usually don't do this. Usually I just go full on homer when we win. But yeah, Toronto fans, I could have saw a way for you guys to find the win in this one, although you guys got outplayed big time. Another great game. Feeling good again. I hope that the Habs are building their confidence back. I hope Dobes is feeling good after that one because he came up huge. Cole Caufield was the first star of the game. Dobes should have been the first star. Dennis Hildeby was the second star of the game. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And Dobes was the third star. I don't like that at all. Like, Hildeby lost the shootout. Anyway, it is what it is. Once you start asking questions about some of the choices they make for this stuff, you go down a rabbit hole of irrational bureaucracy. Yeah, feeling good. What else can we talk about? Demidov got an apple tonight on that Caufield goal. So did Slav. Suzuki missed getting one. I really thought that Suzuki would continue getting points tonight, but it was a tight game. What do you want to say? A good game, a fun game to watch if you're a Habs fan, because the Habs did dominate this game, certainly in the second period and a lot in the third period. They slowed things down a lot in that first 10-minute mark of the third period. But that goal that Lawton got shorthanded gave the Maple Leafs a big burst. So yeah, that's going to do it for me. It's so cool to have a sponsor. That was one of the things that we talked about, making sure that if I did ever get a sponsor, it would be something that I would never regret. And Slap Sharks is a really cool hockey adjacent sponsor. I collect a lot of hockey cards. I love hockey cards, and I collect too many hockey cards. So yeah, when you want to get rid of hockey cards and you want to get rid of a lot of hockey cards, Slap Sharks is the way to go. Anyway, they're not paying me for this, so why am I talking about it? I'm just excited, and it's all because of you guys. So again, the support has been phenomenal. I can't thank you guys enough. It means the world to me. I love doing this. I would do it no matter what anyway. I would do it if we still had 3,000 subscribers or whatever when we first started out, like a year and 3-4 months ago. It's just it's a roller coaster ride that's never stopping, and I love every minute of it. My wife surprised me today by getting off work early. That was a real welcome surprise, because playing single daddy during the day is it can get difficult with a 1-year-old and a 5-year-old. Although we did do a lot of fun things today. We went out. We went to the card store, actually, but my wife is off early tomorrow as well, so we're going to probably do some Christmassy stuff. We should do something really fun. I'm going to have to plan something. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you again so much for your support. You know what to do. Like the video. It helps me out with probably like SEO, findability, something like that. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I would love to have you as part of the community. And as always, I will see you down in the comments.
What's up?